previously on the Book of Spring.
I was telling him to relay to you, don't go back to Silvertop, because George is not the first person who has disappeared after passing through Silvertop.
We'll be very careful. I promise you.
Hello, we are here to help you guys set up.
I will take whatever help you can give me. So you made this really stable.
Sweet.
And then you added a flare to it.
Flames.
I took a bit of paint and slapped my paw onto the side as like my little signature that Jake was here. Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. Mayor. Mayor. Mayor, call the town guard.
Did you say Bearnard?
It was Bearnard.
You're the worst. I love it.
I'm the best.
Okay.
He's standing and he turns around and goes, can I help you? So you were saying about...
You were saying about the town guard being posted out here?
Yes, we will do that.
You know, I have some experience being a guard. Maybe I could go out there and help them.
Oh, that would be excellent.
I was going to ask, have we even seen any guards around?
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
I mean, there's been people around that you haven't really
Yeah,
spotted.
but have we seen like anybody in
Probably
patrol or something?
Not really patrolling like right now because it's just a normal day. But during an event, there would probably be more present.
Maybe they're all going on their journeys.
Yeah.
Like when we entered the gate, we didn't even see any guards or anything?
Mm-mm.
We don't even know what the guards look like. Do they even...
This town is ripe for abandonment.
I mean, you could ask Bearnard if you want to.
Yeah, Bernard, where is the guard? I haven't seen many guards around here anyways.
Our town is usually a very peaceful town. We don't really need so many on patrol. But when we do have things like festivals and events, we do have guards.
I'm a pug, and I'm from a very peaceful race, but even I think that's naive.
Well, I've been here for 7 years now, and things have been fairly peaceful around here. But, like I said, I'm not so much concerned about the eggs as much as, I'll see. Well, you said you were willing to guard. You look like a group who could take care of themselves. I'm actually quite worried about, well, you see, I'm sure you've noticed, I'm not one of your kind. And kind of looks at Jake. I'm not originally from Bluefield. My family, the Rapid Clawkin, well, let's just say they are a absolutely honey-crazed family. It's actually quite a shame and really pitiful. And they could easily reap the rewards of being part of this civilized society, but they would rather spend their days in the woods, sleeping, fishing, and playing hacky sack.
So they can live with the bare necessities.
Yes, they really just love those
bare necessities.
bare necessities. Frittering away their lives and living, indulging in their vices. I've worked really hard to build this wonderful community, but every year at this festival, a few of them try to disrupt and abscond with their precious blue honey. So you've already said that you're willing to keep your eyes out for those eggs. I would also greatly appreciate it if you could keep your eyes out for maybe one of these
wild bears.
Your family?
These savages.
That's a harsh word, but...
Family?
That's what you implied.
Anyway, I would of course be willing to pay for your services. If you're willing.
I'm
all
out
of
there.
you.
She's outside the gate. She is watching.
All right. Wow, what an enthusiastic young woman.
Arthur's gonna try and follow up with the shorthandedness situation.
Sure. Do you two just like run off?
No.
Okay.
That's what I intend to do.
Okay. So like, what are you doing right? So he's like, I will be more than willing to offer payment for your services. Is there something I could potentially, like, what would you, and he reaches into his like little vest pocket and goes, I have these festival vouchers. Would that do? He'll hand one to Arthur.
Okay, I'll take it. If he's offering.
What are the festival vouchers good for?
It says 1 free pie.
All right.
We know about these pies.
Another one says like a jar of honey, and like another one will be like, one free game session.
Jake turns down the voucher, but he says I'll do the job, but right now I gotta go do something real quick before I go on patrol and keep an eye on things. I gotta go return Primose's stuff.
Okay, and he'll lean into you and go, well, thank you, my dear boy. Can you do a perception?
Yeah, sure. What's perception?
I want to say int spirit.
In spirit? Oh, spirit sucks. Okay.
You're looking for a target number like 5.
I got a 7.
So as he leans in and says, thank you, my dear young one, you can smell in his breath just like the faintest smell of like blue honey.
Like blue honey?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been following this bear because Jake does not absolutely does not like him. Like he's like this entire time he's been talking to him, he's just kind of like squint eye at him, like I don't like this bear.
And then he comes in really close to you and goes, "Thank you."
And very comically, like Jake's like being pushed into the ground, like leaning all the way down, like
This bear wino.
There can only be one anthropomorphic animal in this village. This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Well, he just isn't like. Well, I guess this isn't something Jake's verbally expressing, but he just isn't like the sense of like this bear just not liking his other kin because they're different and whatever, and he just completely disregards them and talks trash about them like that. And Jake doesn't like that.
It's kind of shitty,
sense.
actually. Babou will refuse the voucher. And will say,
I don't need your payment, Bearnard. I would do this for free. Don't insult my honor.
Oh.
And I'll walk away.
Oh.
And he sniffs after you, though.
I've already put the free pie voucher in my back pocket.
All right.
There you go.
Good deal. Okay, and then Colleen's already out there looking.
But I was going to talk to Bearnard about...
Oh, yes, sure.
So we keep on hearing about how 30-something people have left on their journeys recently. Do you know what that's all about?
Oh, yes, there has been quite a lot of people who have been going. I have a few theories, but one that really sticks out to me is you came to me at Rhapsody Roads.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware of that establishment, yes?
Yes.
Well, they seem to have this new sort of rewards program. I don't know exactly. I have never gone on adventures or journeying, but
I'm going to roll a refined education. Arthur knows about Rhapsody Roads.
Sure.
I'm going to try and find out if this is accurate information. I rolled a 7.
yes, he's telling you the truth.
Okay.
Basically, it's a thing where, like, you get to go on journeys and collect points for accomplishing tasks, and then you get badges, and then there's rewards and fame and glory or some such nonsense.
Some kind of gym we have to earn our badge at.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that program too. I think the rates are a little low right now. They should increase the rewards, but it's a good step in the right direction.
It's an interesting concept, I must admit.
So everyone decided all at once to...
Well, it's been going on for about a year now or so, this rewards program, and...
While this is happening, Colleen is, like, going along the eastern perimeter, and she's going to probably, like, try to sneak in toward the back of the mayor's house.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Awesome, good. I like where that's going. So... Not everybody at once, but it just happens that right now we are at 30 or some people. And he's scratching his belly.
It seems like, a lot of people would want to be here for the festival. So I'm surprised by that.
We do get other people who come in for this festival. It does bother me a little bit, because this festival is a celebration of bringing peace to Bluefield and honoring our wonderful and beautiful bounty. I'm not quite happy with people's, I don't know, intrigue with this program or whatever. Program or whatever. He turns into growling a little bit.
Okay, let's see.
It does make it tricky for making sure that things are secure. This boy, he's trying to go back into like a not a bear gravel voice.
Back into human.
Yes. It does make it rather hard, as you have noted. Yes. not a lot of people here to guard.
So please tell me about the effects of the honey. You mentioned like your family would get crazed. Like that sounds scary.
Bunch of
This is part getting information and part stalling.
Yeah, that's fine. You can see that he's starting to get up into like this sort of rant, and we'll cut to Colleen.
Okay.
So you're back behind the mayor's house. It's like a little cottage, but bigger than most of the other cottages that you've seen here. And stone, there's some little windows, curtains that have like bees on them, and there's like a root cellar out back.
Oh, I was hoping there was an evidence dungeon.
Evidence dungeon.
That goes down underneath the house.
Okay.
And it's got like a padlock shaped like a beehive.
It's gross.
You find the evidence dungeon, and then immediately SWAT just kicks in everything. It's like,
A klaxon immediately goes off.
right.
You also see that there's like a little swing set in the backyard and a sandbox.
I kind of want to real quick stick my spear in that sandbox and kind of go back and forth with it and see if there's anything in there.
Okay. Roll, I would say search, which would be like
Oh, he's such a drug dealer.
like int. Well, what would we say with search?
Of course, their bodies are in the sandbox.
Dex int, because it's perception, seeing hidden things essentially.
7.
So you're poking your spear in there, and like you hook on something, and you pull it out, and it's just like
A turd.
not a turd, a child's like sand, like
It's his
a bucket.
outhouse.
It's you found his litter box. Sure, it's the bear's litter box. No, it's you pull out like a child's bucket.
You pull out a child.
Spear child and pull it out. Not Agatha, my dearest Agatha. No.
It's Fig, and his legs are kicking. I don't know. I got in here, but woo!
He tunneled. He started digging, and then he came up through the. Yeah, no. But yeah, it's just like a bucket, like a kid's bucket.
Can I keep the bucket?
You can keep the bucket.
Okay.
What color is the bucket?
Blue.
Okay, it's a blue bucket. So we'll go back to Arthur real quick.
Okay,
and so he's ready to. He was starting to rant, right? So he's going to rant about his family.
Okay.
So blue honey has this sort of euphoric effect on my kind.
Oh, like catnip.
Pupil dilation.
You're just gonna walk right past that one.
Yes, like catnip. Just like.
I don't know what catnip is.
What is catnip? No. Pupil dilation, lethargy, giggles. It's just, you can see that like there's like this little bit of like a glint of like saliva on his lip, and he'll but respectable bears know how to abstain.
Yeah, we have that issue too. We call it cocaine.
Cocaine confirmed.
Cannon in Rome.
Dragon song, cocaine problem.
Oh no, now it's gonna become Law and Order.
Everyone's doing meth.
God damn it. I tried to stay away from weed honey, but you know what? It was too good.
It happened.
Yeah, whatever.
Dragon Song PD, open up.
Dragon Song PD! Boom, 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 boom.
We know you got the drugs. Where's the cocaine at?
Yeah, this is all a sting operation.
Wholesome. Studio Ghibli. Wholesome. No, it's not. We've gone far from that. So
I'm assuming your family has trouble abstaining from this. Is that the issue here? I'm trying to like get on his side of like
Sure. I
try and
see.
get his view of his family clear.
Yes,
Do they
I would
always
say so.
Try and come into town and get it.
Well, not really. Most of the time, the apiary is very well guarded and on lock. But during the festival, when we do demonstrations and put out our wares and showcase this natural, beautiful bounty of ours, it makes it a little bit more tricky. You know, there's a lot of people out in the open, and so for the past few years, there's been a little bit of thievery.
Do they try and sneak into the festival? Is the festival open to all except for your family?
Yes.
Rude.
Do they try sneaking in dressed up as people?
Or eggs, maybe?
I roll me like a because he's starting to squint a little at you, but roll like a maybe like a negotiation into spirit.
Okay. I got an 8.
Okay, yeah. Well, For the most part, my family is, what you would say, dopey. Not very bright. But I wouldn't put it past my brother. He could probably do something like that.
What's your brother's name, Barry?
His name is Scoot.
Scoot. Okay.
It's quite a silly name if you it's pretty dreadful, actually.
Bearnard, sure.
Bearnard. Well, you're not here. No, I'm not. I'm already going to be like, Bearnard is a dignified name that I gave myself. I shed my awful moniker from my past.
Oh, what was your old name?
Well, must I really?
Scooter.
Scoot and Scooter.
Well.
Or Skeeter.
Oh, Skeeter.
Scoot and Skeet.
If you want to get his real name, you're going to have to tell him how great his new name is.
His name was Pooh Brains.
How great his new name is?
Yes. So I'm asking you to roll like a flattery roll, essentially, like a charming. And tell me how you get his name out.
Let's see. I know int will be one of it. What would be to like charm? Would it be spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Int and spirit.
I got an 8 again.
Okay, tell me how you...
So you had such a bad name and you came up with Bearnard. Like, like that seems like a really big jump. What did it used to be?
Oh, thank you. Bearnard was... Mwah.
Yeah, nice pun there.
I love puns. It was Rolly.
A Rolly?
Rolly.
Yeah, that's a nice big jump. That's a nice improvement.
Thank you. I came up with it myself.
You came up with a Rolly by yourself?
No, Bernard! Bearnard!
Bearnard.
And how did you spell that? Was it R-O-L-L-Y?
My God, must you make me live my past so vividly.
I'm a journal keeper, so I love getting
it was R-O-L-L-Y.
Oh, thank you. I got it right. But now you're Bernard, so it's okay.
So just to even it out, Babou left, Jake left.
Yep.
Is there something you guys feel like doing right now, or
I'm just returning.
Do you want to see how this plays out?
I would like to see if I know anything about his family.
Okay.
Because I know a lot about.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Bears are probably a large danger in Basstown.
it's true.
Oh, yeah.
They're more grizzly bears.
You
but
did
yes.
say Salmon Town got wiped out.
Oh!
You did.
I did say Salmon Town got wiped out.
And also, I hope you picked up that he was sniffing after you.
Yes, because I'm fishy.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad.
Fishman.
Yes, no, I understand the
Fish
implication.
oil has great moisturizing properties.
Wink, wink, Babou.
Babou takes off her shirt. He's just a bunch of fish. bunch of fish
Stacked
under
on top of each other wearing a cape.
Just a walking school of fish.
Holy shit. Held together by magic and song.
He's really a minnow man.
Like Oogie
Minnow
Boogie.
Man. Oh.
Yes, like Oogie Boogie. Exactly like Oogie Boogie. Like a bunch of little minnows and trout here and there. Okay, so Bobby, you're walking. Where are you walking to anyway?
I kind of want to see what's the beavery?
The bee apiary, the bee happy apiary.
Yes.
Yeah,
I kind
sure.
of want to. I'll head in that direction.
So as you're heading that direction, you can start to
and think about
Yeah.
percolate. So I want to use my knowledge of tradition
Okay.
because
Yes.
I can just roll int and find out interesting things.
Cool.
And I whiffed that shit. I got a 4.
Oh, geez.
pretty
So you
bad.
were trying to think about bear stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Bob was. I'm gonna think about some bear stuff.
I have a fumble point. Could I re-roll? Isn't that how that was? You can
I
use
think
them
fumble a point is
Oh, that's like to give a +1 before the roll.
before the roll.
Yeah, because it's equivalent to using like the concentration.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I wouldn't have used it then.
Okay, you went.
Because I thought I could handle that shit.
So instead of coming up with facts about bears, you start making up shit about bears.
You can make up a couple shit, and I'll give you maybe like a tidbit. So, what does
Okay.
Babou think about bears?
They're one of my natural predators. Not gonna lie. There's a race of ursine that are like, instead of being like little black bears, they're like straight up like grizzly men.
Sure. Yeah.
And they're pretty fucking scary.
Right.
So I'm kind of on edge around bear people.
Gotcha. Makes sense to it.
They all
So,
wear plaid.
so you know that, and on top of that, you know on top of that, you also know that, there's different bear
Right.
out there, and that you heard about the black bears and that their race is called the Kuma goblins, essentially. They're kind of like a goblinoid-ish creature. Most things in this world are goblinoids. Yeah. Okay. Kobolds, stuff like that. So he's a Kuma goblin. Their type tends to stay in forests, and
They're just kind of annoying little bear people.
yeah, they're not really like
Not a big.
super threatening. They're pretty easy
Okay.
going for the most part.
They're not like super related to the Ursine people or whatever I called them.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
And then you'll get to the bee apiary,
Yeah.
and that's where we'll stop. And Jake, did you want to do
I
anything?
just returned the thing. Do I need to role play that out? or
No,
is it-
you're fine. You just want Jake just goes back to Primrose and says, "Here's your broken trolley.
I broke your trolley. I'm sorry.
Do you know how to fix it?"
I can fix it if you want, but I'm kind of busy. The bear mayor. And he, under his breath, he turns to his head and he's like, Bearnard's. And he goes,
So
he says,
subtle.
I can come back later and fix it though, if you
Okay.
don't mind. So I'm gonna go and do that, and then he starts to run off. Then he runs back. He's like, I forgot the apron. He gives her the apron.
She'll take it. She'll, okay, thank you. I appreciate your help.
Sorry, it's dirty. And then I like wave by. I wave by, and I say, "Oh, this is how we say bye." And my people say this is the way my people say bye. Is this like a normal wave instead of a curtsy?
Yeah.
because I don't have time for a curtsy, man.
Right. And she'll call behind you, "Don't forget to fix my favorite trolley."
So I go sniffing out Babou basically because he's got a fishy smell, and
Yeah.
I can probably
You can follow him.
I can probably track him pretty easy.
You headed to the bee apiary as well. Okay.
I would like to point out that Babou does not smell especially fishy unless you have heightened senses from being
Yes.
an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
to normal people, I smell fairly like mannish.
Seawater.
Yeah.
Like you live in a
kinda
fishing
se-
village?
Like
Water.
yeah,
Smell like an
like
old
there's
man.
there's like a faint salty kind of smell.
Okay.
Like I've lived by the ocean my entire life.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Colleen,
Mhm.
you just found a bucket.
I have a bucket now.
Great.
Is it plastic?
Plastic. It's wooden.
Can we decide if plastic is a thing in this
No, it
world?
says not in Bluefield.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a wooden bucket. There's a back door. There's the swing set. There's the root cellar that has a lock on it that looks like a beehive.
That's like just so obviously suspicious for no reason. That root cellar. Yeah, I want to get in there.
Okay. You can try to pick lock
Okay.
if you want.
With your spear.
To do that, I want to concentrate.
Okay. Yes, and I'm going to say that this is delicate work.
Okay.
Which under here is like making intricate items, setting up traps. I would also say disabling traps, and
Okay.
that's a dex spirit.
Okay. All right. So with concentration, I lose half my MP.
Yep.
And since I'm a technical type, I get an extra +1 to concentration.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm going to say this is going to be. Let me ask you this: has Colleen ever picked a lock before?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. So I will say that for you in this town, with this lock, it is difficult for you. Just difficult. Just because you don't have the right tools, perhaps, on you right now. Okay,
So
you're improvising.
what's that mean for my check? What is that?
That means you have to roll higher than 9.
Oh, you can use the fumble point too if it's real bad.
To make a third +1?
Yeah.
To get a +3 to this roll if you want to.
Sounds pretty nice.
I mean, and when I talk about this padlock, I mean, it looks like it's obviously there's like a key that goes into it as
Right.
well.
Yeah, I might as well use that fumble point too,
Okay.
because this seems important.
So are the fumble points group or individual?
Individual.
Everybody gets a fumble point when somebody fumbles. So you get to use it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I already used mine earlier, last couple games ago.
Maybe.
10.
Oh, she
I think
pops the lock. I like to imagine you like pull a nail from the bucket, that wooden bucket,
Okay.
and then that's how you did it.
Cool.
So you got something finer. You pop the lock, and it's like the double door.
Mm-hmm.
You open it up, and it's dark down there, but you go down.
Yep. Do I have magic eyes as an elf?
In D&D, you would be able to see hidden doors, but and low light vision.
Right.
I'll say you have low light vision.
Okay.
So it's not super bright down there. For the most part, you see like sacks of like potatoes and like dried meats are hanging up down here, and there's like onions and carrots. It's just like your typical like root cellar vegetable lockup kind of deal. Like on one wall, there's, like a bookcase kind of shelving unit that has jars on it, pickled things, and fish stuff is down here.
Does anything look out of place? Like, is there any sort of stone I can pull out of the wall, or can I move that bookshelf, or does a sack of potatoes look wrong?
Give me a perception, which is Dex Int, seeing hidden things. And I'm going to say it's a little difficult for this.
Well, I probably didn't get it then because it's a 6.
No, you did not.
I was just reading. Skill checks are kind of weird. They say it's not always binary. And so, like, sometimes failure can be just a measurement of how long it takes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
they can.
And you have a lot of time in this.
Cellar.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Or she doesn't have a lot of time.
I mean, I told you guys it was midday. You could spend time down here if you would like.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to go in the house because it's broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she probably has the sense that there's somebody in there.
Did you shut the door behind you?
Yeah. I probably have the lock. I mean, I'm down here.
Okay.
The way I understood it, if she had succeeded, she would have found it almost immediately. But since she almost succeeded, she finds it, but it might take like 15, 20 minutes or something. I mean, but like if it was like she rolled like a 2 or something, something.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to say that...
I mean, that's just what I would think.
Yeah, I get you. I understand. Colleen does one sweep of the room to begin with, and that takes probably like, 5 or 10 minutes. You're like looking pretty hard to see, like touching the wall, feeling for stuff. Another 10 minutes goes by, and you notice that in one of the bags of potatoes, which they're pretty big, like they're like pretty decent size. Like think about Jake, maybe 2 Jakes together.
Okay,
like, you would have to like scoot them.
Wow.
First, you were looking at like the walls and like stuff like
crevices and things.
Yes, but you never walk on 4 legs, so
right.
You're not looking down. So
Sure.
it takes you a little while, and you see that there's like the dirt in the floor has
Streaks in
been
the
scraped.
floor.
Yeah, where the potatoes are at.
Okay. I'm looking in that bag.
Okay. When you pull it away, you find another like trapdoor thing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that took about 20, 30 minutes. You've been occupying the mayor.
Yeah.
It's
He
about,
loves talking about himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going from like the name to getting him to talk about the town and
It was my crowning achievement being elected as mayor. I couldn't believe that the people of this village just so wholeheartedly accepted me in. It was fantastic. I negotiated peace between me and my clan. They kept out of the town. This festival is marvelous, and blah 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 blah. He'll keep going on. Like
Arthur understands the importance of causing this situation and then just absorbing all the information with like a smirk on his face.
If you want to ask maybe like one more like pinpointed question before we like move on.
What should I ask about? Has there been anything that?
Yeah, you can group. I'll let you guys talk this.
From just anybody have any suggestions on like specific
How
questions?
did a bear become mayor?
Right. And either that or like what has he changed about the town?
Yeah, what it used to look like. Yeah, that could be something.
Either
good.
what he did to make
that
it
could
better
wrap
for
up-
him.
Have him discuss his
Or-
grand plans for this
Oh.
and
Right.
everything too. Yeah.
That would be another good way to stall too. I think that wraps up everything pretty well. So like when you came to power, like what did the town? Yeah, power. It feels good, doesn't it?
You
So-
and me, we're the same.
So what was the town like before you came, and how did you change it, and what are you going to do for the future of this fine town?
You want to roll
I
like
can
an
roll something.
etiquette and like just butter him up a little more too.
But I
rolled
I
really
roll
well.
a 14.
Yeah, he's not
Jesus.
gonna do anything about it.
Wait, a crit? That's a crit.
Oh, you critted.
What happens with a crit again?
I don't freaking know.
I can't remember.
This bear's just
I've never
eating it
critted
up.
before.
Oh yeah, a critical is like you're gonna get exactly what you want. I think
So
it's
here's
something-
what I want. I want all the secrets.
No, well,
I would know specifically about like things that wouldn't normally be talked about.
Oh, sure,
about
Sure,
how
sure.
he came to power.
And I'm sure
who
part
he
of it is that it gives Colleen the half hour she needs to
Yeah.
find that fucking...
and like and like some of his intentions.
right, sure. You guys are still out by the tree, so he'll like kind of sit down and scratch against the tree again and get himself settled in. And goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked. You seem like just the kind of person that loves hearing wonderful tales."
Oh, I do. I love hearing about new towns.
Well, let me tell you, Bluefield is not that old. It's been here for maybe 15 years or so, and Bluefield used to be part of my family's territory. And they weren't very happy when people started to congregate here and take advantage of the land and the beautiful bluebells that surround this area, and the bees, of course, the bees, starting to keep them for themselves. Now, me being a very wise and I wouldn't say opportunistic, but I saw an opportunity and I thought this would be good for everybody. I came to town and I talked with the mayor previously, and we kind of forged a deal wherein that we get to have some honey that they produce using what used to be our bees, and we would let them live here.
The bears get some honey and the bears stay away out of town? Is that the arrangement?
Yes. See, because in the wild, there's not very many beehives, and it's very hard to get to them, and it's kind of a very difficult task for us bears, and it's messy work. But you, look at your beautiful, beautiful hands and your skill. You people seem to do very well at producing a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's beneficial for us because there's more.
They're trying to keep these bears out, but wasn't the agreement that these bears are supposed to get some of this honey?
See, they already provided a fair amount, but they seem to want more. I'm telling you, it has very, very, very strong properties. For our people, it's very easy to experience that elation.
Basically.
It would take you...
That red high.
Oh, you got a little drool coming out of your mouth there.
Excuse me. He takes a little handkerchief out that has like a honeycomb pattern and
that's cute.
wipes it away and puts it back in.
Oh, is it? I want to get one of those. Did you guys sell those in town?
Oh, there's... Yes.
Arthur's all about this honeycomb handkerchief.
Yes. If you go to Perchance a Purchase, they have lots of fine items.
I have to check it out.
For you, it might take quite a lot for you to experience the buzz.
Oh, you do like those puns.
I sure do.
All right.
Well, and he pulls out like his chain.
Oh, where did you get that chain? I would love to.
Again, Perchance a Purchase, my dear young one.
All right, I think I've stalled as long as I can.
Hey, look at us watch. It is time for supper. It seems that, and he looks out across the festival, that most people have been set up now. It's time for me to partake in supper. I will see you tomorrow.
It was very nice to meet you.
Oh, delightful.
Ew.
Boo!
All right, Arthur's gonna like turn around and kind of gag a little, so just like talking with this creep.
All right, so Colleen found basically a fake floor in
A child. It's another
and
child.
opens up. A child pops out.
There's 30 people strapped into this basement.
Oh my god! It's not Jesus.
Some saw-ass shit going on down here.
It's the lost brother. Oh.
It would be funny if a little baby bear was down there. But that'd be
Why is he down there?
I don't think funny is the right word.
No.
Paw keeps me down.
No.
He keeps me away from the honey.
Holy shit!
This little baby bear suffering from withdrawals. He's like, I can get honey.
I kind of love that, but also let's not do that.
Just please don't do that.
I kind of love it, but all right, well, that's for a different game.
It's a little dark for him.
It's a little crack baby bear.
Oh, he's born addicted.
Oh my god.
He's got patches of hair missing.
Oh God, stop.
I hate this.
Outtakes. All right, so
He's got one eye that's dilated, one that's not. It just looks terrible.
He's got a human doll.
I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. Save it for later.
His human doll's addicted to heroin.
The doll is Teddy Roosevelt.
The doll is Teddy Roosevelt.
I'll save that for later. Okay. So, this does not have a lock on it. It's just a fake, like, there's some dirt that's kind of pushed on top of it. There's
Great, I'm gonna pop that shit open.
Pop it open. There's a step ladder, or like a ladder, like Snake Eater
Okay, great.
Then you go down.
This is 5 miles long.
It's a 5-mile long tunnel down into an abyss. No, so
I live my life. Not for a
it's probably like 6 feet down, and you get down, and it's pitch black down here.
Okay.
Do you have anything on you that you could potentially shine light on?
I know we have torches. I know lanterns. Do you have a lantern?
I did pack a lantern in my backpack.
There you go. Okay, so you light the lantern.
Mhm.
Colleen's torch light fills the room and reflects just glass jars everywhere with blue honey. Just rows and rows and rows of it. Hi, I'm Amber, the GM of the Book of Spring. My players are Brother John,
More like Bearnards.
Chris,
My name was Skeever.
Kristen,
And it's shaped like a beehive.
and Brandon.
I take off my mask. I'm a bear.
The system we've been using is Ryuutama, which you can find more information on in the show notes. Shapeshift is a member of the Geekspective Network. You can find me online on Twitter at Rocket Orca. Other podcasts you can find me on the Geekspective Network are Tales from Mox Ferry and Bringing Owls to Athens. One's an AP and one's more of a talk show. If you've been enjoying Shapeshift, please consider leaving a rating or review on iTunes. It will greatly help me out and help the show get noticed, or just sharing this with someone else that you think would enjoy it would be helpful. Another way to help me out is becoming a patron at patreon.com/Geekspective, where I put up things like more outtakes like this one.
Oh my god, that's what the eggshells are made out of. They're just cocaine, and that's why it's 1,000 gold.
Holy shit!
You got to crush it up.
The special mortar and pestle
Oh,
for
God.
you're grinding up your eggshell so you can store it.